This isn't Car Dealership Tycoon. In a first ever for this channel, I'm not in CDT. I'm in another game, Dealership Tycoon. Only one word changed, but there is also quite a bit of differences. Let me explain more. Let's get into the video. No, cut that. We're in a different game now, not CDT. Let's use a different intro, or none at all, as it's gonna turn out. Welcome to Dealership Tycoon, everyone. It is me, Ditto. Now, you might not expect me to be playing something other than CDT, because that's mainly what the channel focuses on. But, quite recently, a lot of people have been, this game's gained quite a big amount of attention, because people keep saying it's knocked off CDT. Well, as a person whose favourite game on Roblox is CDT, I'm the perfect unbiased person for this. Look, I'm going to try and be as unbiased as possible, but I'm just going to try as hard as possible to be unbiased. Let's try out this game. And if you're wondering why I've got so much money, I've just been AFK grinding quite a bit. So I've got pretty much every car in the game, apart from the Apollo Project Evo. And any Robux car. Just to clear a few things up, this isn't a knockoff of CDT, because CDT in itself is a knockoff of the original Vehicle Tycoon. So I'm not going to bother with all the, it's a knockoff of CDT. It's very difficult to make a unique Dealership Tycoon game. Well, a Vehicle Dealership Tycoon game. But you just have to focus on, it's a Tycoon, and you can use the vehicles. That's pretty much what they're all going to have in common. If Dealership Tycoon is a knockoff of Car Dealership Tycoon, then by that respect, Vehicle Legends is a knockoff of Driving Empire. They're not. So, CDT fans, especially the ones in the Discord that keep saying, oh, it's a knockoff, oh, it's a knockoff. It's not. Shut up. I'm going to start by talking about my customization. Because the customization system in this game is quite simply one of the best I've seen. First of all, colours. You've got completely custom colours. You can use the spectrum on the slide, like so. And you can also do the bit in the centre. So you can choose to white, to black. There's infinite colour options pretty much. It's very cool. There's also the same thing for the interior. That's nice. Some cars don't have customization in the interiors though. Kind of like CDT, only you can actually see the interiors for them, which is a plus. Then there's wraps. Well, they're called skins, but they're wraps. So you've got Galaxy, Money. They're very cool. I don't use them, but fuck off. There's also, and this is one thing I really like, sod off LaFerrari. Materials. So, you can choose, if I get the Cento in shot, metallic, gloss, doesn't show much, matte, that shows much more when you're on a certain colour, carbon fibre, which doesn't show much until you zoom in. See, look, now you can actually see the weave. And then you can choose between none. I have mine Cento Dieci on gloss. There's also window tint. Not coloured yet, but I've got that in the suggestions channel of Discord right now. Underglow. That's really bloody expensive. I'm not doing that. Tyre smoke colour. That's cool. And also expensive. Headlight colour. That's cool because it means I could take an old French car, which there aren't any in the game yet, and paint the headlights yellow. Nice. Stickers for the license plates. I like the fact there's license plates. One problem. They're all bloody American states. How self-absorbed do you have to be to make different license plates for every single US state and no other country? That annoys me massively. And you can also change the text, so unfortunately there's a really strict character limit, which I've also got in the Discord suggestions to increase, so I've just got it as GTI right now, because Ditto GTI doesn't fit. Really well done. Oh, and then there's the suspension, wheels, there's loads of wheels, and also camber and offset. Really, really good, and I've just spent 3 minutes talking about it. Oh god, let's talk about something else. Now, more customization. Next one's just a quick thing. Other bits of customization, engine upgrade, so you can upgrade the engine, the intake, and the transmission. The brakes, you can drivetrain swap and put different tyres on. Also, I like the fact they put drift tyres, because in CDT we just substitute ice tyres for drift tyres. These ones are actually dedicated drift tyres. Nice one. There's also proper off-road tyres and drag tyres. I really like the drag tyres. Also, it's nice to see them giving you brake upgrades, that they aren't used very often in, games, so that's nice. Next thing's just small, but, a really nice QOL, quality of life. Serial numbers for limited. I don't know why I love this so much. It just makes me feel really special knowing that the car I own is one of 6,000, which, compared to something from CDT, is actually really bloody rare. 2 or 3 years' time, and I promise you, these things are going to have accelerated value so much from 23.5 million. Add an auction system game, please. I haven't got that one in the Discord suggestions. And you know what? While we're here, why don't we just test the circuit? Well, I'll talk about all the races. Each of these races feels very unique. There's an around the world race, a drag race, a circuit race, which is what I'm on right now, a mountain race, sprint, a city race, a highway race, a desert race, and oh my god, what the... That was unintentional. And an off-road race. Also, there's no rally race. There's actually just a proper off-road race and a desert race. And that actually makes me feel very happy, because it makes me feel like I can finally use... wherever the hell is it? My 220 mile an hour Mercedes G-Wagon. Nice. Also, the map itself puts nearly every game I've played to shame. Well, on Roblox anyway. There's 16 dealership spaces in the city. The city itself is very cool because look at this! Hello CDT players, what we have here is unique building designs, not just colour swaps. This is such a must-need for the next CDT map. There's also a nice fountain area, a town hall, which CDT's current map did have until they changed it into a limited museum. Then there's the mountains. I adore these mountains. The roads are twisty and nice, and it's just such a good challenge to drive, and it's fun. This map has so much dimensionality. Basically what I mean is CDT's map feels very three-tiered. You've got the base level with pretty much everything on, the second level with, which is basically where the highway race takes place, and the third level where most of the mountain race takes place. There's just elevation changes everywhere. There's little hidden paths. Not everything's on, a certain level. And best of all, there's loads of cool secrets, not secret spots, but just spots. So there's this beach here, which has a boardwalk, which is where the around the world race queue is. Look, there's even little beach parasols and stuff. There's also a little farm barn. There's a dock, which is where there's also a race. There's the little building near circuit. It's so unique and special. I really bloody like it. And then there's the cars themselves. There's less than 100 of them, but each one of them is unique. There's no clones at all. CDT's got more than 400, but a lot of clones. in this, there's the VGT, the Bolide, the Furai, the Centodieci, the Mazda 787, etc, etc. No clones at all. None. You can even look into the shop. Look, nothing cloned. It's really good and I'm very happy. And best of all, no remodels, and also no removed brands from the shop or the limited shop. They've even got Pagani. And also, Di Tommaso. Very cool. And then there's the dealerships themselves, each of which are absolutely worth buying and upgrading, even if they do get pretty expensive. Because they are actually evolving. As well as the fact there's the unique insides, like look, honeycomb lights, yes please. This pleases me massively. But there's also more slots in the later dealerships. Unlike in CDT, where each of the 7 dealerships is 9 slots. The first dealership is 9 slots. The second dealership is 11 slots. And this third dealership is 13 slots. Oh, and there's also the usual customization, primary colour, theme colour, name and colour. But means that I get to call this one Ditto Dealers, which is a little callback to my first ever dealership in CDT, which I also called Ditto Dealers. So there's a bit of nostalgia for me. I said at the start that I'd be totally unbiased about this. And to tell you the truth, when I first joined this game 2 weeks ago, I'd already made up my mind about it. You know, it was just to me a knockoff of CDT that I went on to just, you know, laugh at. And then I played it. And I discovered I was wrong. Because this game is, because of CDT right now, better than CDT. This is everything CDT should be. Except for the fact there's 2 little cars, but that's because it's an early game. And also, I told you a lie at the start of the video. I said that I'd just been AFK grinding to get loads of cars. Well, it wasn't a lie, but it was a half-truth. I have AFK grinded quite a bit, but I've also driven, you know, just normally, far more. Because in honest truth, right now, this is probably my favourite game on Roblox. I've absolutely fallen in love with it, and it's brilliant. So, just like I said at the start of the video, to all the CDT fans, I am one, that say, oh, it's just a knockoff of CDT. Remember 2 things. 1, you're playing a knockoff yourself. And 2, you're wrong. Shut up. Thank you for watching. You'll see this again tomorrow, but in a different way. And you'll also see quite a few other games. Possibly. In fact, this being there again is also a possibility. I'll say no more for now. Subscribe. And play this. I promise that you're going to really love it.